Hello everyone, it's Kate, and today on Cupchairs Reacts we're tuning into a new single from Deflecting Ghosts called Broken. This one caught my eye right away, not just for the sound but for the story behind it. They're a Kansas-based rock and alternative metal band with just a few songs out so far, but there's already this sense that their music is coming from a deeper place. And yes, because I'm nosy, I poked around their YouTube and saw Broken was actually written back in 2009. So it's not just a new single, it's a long-held piece finally getting its moment. From what I've read, their whole approach is about turning pain into something honest, something expressive. This is music for anyone who's ever felt like they needed to feel something real or just needed to hear that it's okay to not be okay. Let's see how Broken delivers that message. Ooh, that's such a 2000s chord progression. I'm loving it. Okay, that's a little Seether coded and Creed, I guess. But still with a unique identity. Suddenly faster? Nice drumming. I like how the production's visible. Ooh, nice grit. Very subtle. A bit grungy. Yeah, let's go. Really cool melodies too. Really enjoying the structure, and it's clear. Not predictable though. On some bridge, change pace, kind of. Good songwriting too. Ooh, are we approaching a guitar solo? Think so. There we go. I really love how nothing's muddy, everything's just mixed so well.
It's not much to take.
rhythmical shift again. That was really good. So, Broken sits just over 4 minutes, but it definitely leaves an impression. It opens with a familiar chord progression that immediately took me back to the early 2000s, grungy, melancholic, and grounded in that alt-metal atmosphere we haven't heard much of in a while. Vocally, it lands somewhere between bands like Seether or Creed. There's grit, but it's held back, almost deliberately restrained, especially at the start of the song. It actually reminded me a bit of Katatonia's vocal style, like the singer has more power in reserve, but chooses not to unleash it yet. It works though, especially for a track that leans into emotional fatigue and quiet unraveling rather than full-blown rage. The chorus rhythmically lifts things up a bit, not a tempo change, but the drums get busier, the riffs tighten up, and the whole track takes on more forward motion from there through to the end. Structure-wise, it's your classic verse-chorus bridge solo setup, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's executed cleanly. The chorus melody itself is strong and memorable, which is what really anchors the track, in my opinion. Production-wise, everything's pretty cohesive. The only thing that stood out to me was the vocal processing. It felt a little overtuned in places, I suppose. Personally, I'd have loved to hear it just a bit more raw, even with small imperfections left in, because it would have matched the emotional tone better, but that's just preference. As for the lyrics, they're heavy with reflection, loss, regret, the weight of silence, and the pain of not knowing how to heal or move forward. It's spiritual almost without being preachy. There's something vulnerable about the way it circles themes of guilt, isolation, and the search for redemption. The kind of music hits home for me as someone who grew up on melodic hard rock and the more emotional side of nu metal. This scratches that itch without sounding dated. There's sincerity here, and that's something I'll always come back for personally. So yeah, Deflecting Ghosts, you've got something really solid here. I'd definitely be curious to hear what else you've got coming. In a time where a lot of rock feels overly polished or emotionally distant, it's refreshing to hear a track that still comes from the heart. And that's honestly what we see again and again here at Cupchairs. Artists who might not have millions of streams yet, but who are making music that means something. If that's you, reach out. Sign up at cupchairs.com or DM us to get your music heard. See you next time.